it turns out it was the raffle prize to actually win a place on the tour. And then as I was in the night and seeing and understanding more and more about the tour and the charity, I was like, bloody hell, yeah, I really
Just to explain, he actually beat a professional racing driver, well, Ross Leach, a friend of mine. So what did you think of the whole event as a start, really, to finish?
Yeah, it was fantastic. I think, again, I kind of didn't know what to expect. And I'd nicked my dad's car to go on
the Holden.
And,
you brought the Holden?
Yeah, the Holden.
Yeah.
So a bit of V8 noise, anything we can do to help is great. I could see kind of your passion for it and understanding. And then eventually we did meet your daughter,
Nina.
The final.
She came along. Roy Parrish from Pelham Interiors and the Wacky Races. Great to see you, mate.
Yeah, thanks.
Who are you? What's your business?
So I'm Neil Fraser, Curio Architects. So we're a fairly new company into our third year now. And we've got a whole range of projects from really small kind of domestic stuff, but we're doing a 200-bed hotel, large block in Brixton at the moment, complete refurb and refit of that. Lots of resi schemes, all that kind of jazz.
It's amazing, isn't it? You know,
I
like smaller businesses are a lot more nimble at the moment. I think they're doing quite well. So, so the tour. What did you think about the tour? And actually, weirdly, you've actually come into it in a slightly different way than most people did.
Yeah, that's the thing. So, to be honest, I didn't know about it beforehand, and I was just invited by someone to come along to an F1 sim night in the F1
the F1 arcade,
just in the city. And I was like, okay, I'm quite into my cars and have always done a lot of kind of Gran Turismo and whatever. So I was like, well, I might have a good shot at this. And then then it turns out it was the raffle prize to actually win a place on the tour. And then as I was in the night and seeing and understanding more and more about the tour and the charity, I was like, bloody hell, yeah, I really
Just to explain, he actually beat a professional racing driver, well, Ross Leach, a friend of mine. So he did do very, very well at our event.
Thank you, Roy, for saying that. Because, I wasn't going to bring it up.
He tried everything to beat you and he couldn't, so you did do very well.
It was a sort of race off at the end, wasn't it? But
it was a bit,
I still managed to win. So, so that was a kind of a fun night, but actually what it's led to has been, even much more exciting and better than I kind of imagined.
I suppose that brings us on to, what did you think of the whole event as a start, really, to finish?
Yeah, it was fantastic. I think, again, I kind of didn't know what to expect, and I'd nicked my dad's car to go on
the Holden. You brought the Holden?
Yeah, the Holden.
Yeah.
So a bit of V8 noise.
It's good.
And I'd barely driven the car as well. So it was kind of literally just drove it down on that night. And then arrived in the morning, beautiful hotel, it was kind of really clear day, kind of 6 a.m. arrival, all these cars sitting outside, all stickered up and just getting the final stickers. And I was like,
it was cool.
Okay, yeah, this is going to be a good event. And then every day from there was just great. Like, all the driving, everyone's really into it. It's kind of really good community. Hotels, food, all fantastic.
So you sponsored the event as well. So what do you feel your brand's got out of it? Have you got anything out of the brand?
I think for a start, I was really fortunate in the placement of our stickers was amazing because it was the sort of front and left and right front bumpers. So every photo you kind of see, you saw the brand name. A lot of people have carried on with their stickers and you kind of still see it about, but also just the connections on the event have been great. And there's people that we've now done work with.
So you actually got business from the event. That's amazing.
We'll do work in the future with.
That's what we want.
Definitely. And there's people just walking into the room, meeting the guys before. There's people that you will be able to speak to for life, kind of thing. Just from that one event. It's
become a bit of a club, isn't it?
It definitely is. Definitely a community.
So on the event, what was the highlight of the event?
I guess I mean it's just the drive. The quality of it was kind of consistently good. So as I said before, the hotel, the food, and whatever. But then the highlight was definitely the Furka Pass. Trying to trying to wrestle the Holden up and down that with some kind of faster cars around.
It was good fun.
Yeah, good fun. My passenger decided to go in the Tesla for the second half of it because he didn't want to cope with the driving. But you know.
When you've got other people around you that have done it before, it definitely gives you a bit more sort of beholdens you a little bit better to drive a little bit faster. Follow them. So
I mean, I was nowhere near you. You were flying off. But
I think the Gothard pass where I really went for it. 'Cause I know it quite well, and it's an amazing pass. Furca's brilliant, but the Gothard you can really.
I think if you start to know these places and know the little tricks, then that's even better. Which basically means we need to go more and more and more. That's the trick,
so you'll definitely be on next year's then, yeah.
100%. Yeah.
See, that's what I hear. Next year's going to be interesting. Different routes, different places, different passes, mixing up a little bit. So that's going to be quite cool. And as ever, we don't really tell people much. We like to keep it a bit more of a secret. I think it makes it a bit more of a surprise for people. It annoys some people.
But
ADHD planners that want to.
But that's better, isn't it? Yeah.
Well, we don't let them. So it's much more fun when you turn up and all right, you're going to go here. It's good fun. So I mean, it's nice to hear that you've got some business from the event already. I mean, I think that's fantastic. And obviously the charity's there to raise money, and we're doing that. And so next year,
just to interrupt as well on the charity side, that's the thing, because I think again, I didn't know a lot about the event, but then obviously the charity that's going into that afterwards, and on that initial night at the F1 Arcade, I could see kind of your passion for it and understanding. And then eventually we did meet your daughter,
Nina.
The final,
she came along. Yeah, before
the final night, and I think that kind of brought it all home. To us all. So the sponsorship's a small amount of money in the grand scheme of things, but anything we can do to help is great. And I think with the whole Life Village, again, you've got a group of professional consultants and so on, which I'm sure can kind of assist in the future, and
this is the way we can do it.
Be involved.
Yeah, this is why we're going to push it, because there is so many people in our industry that can help, because getting these things done is extremely costly. So we just want to build it up. We went from 12 cars the year before, 21 cars this year. I think we're capping it at 25 next year, because I think any more than 25, we think we'd take the whole closeness and sort of tight community out of it. And
what hotels you can get and so on.
Exactly. I mean, again, we want to mix it up with the hotels, because you can go to Radisson's, which are fantastic hotels, by the way, or, but you just don't want to go to all of those sorts of hotels. You want to mix it up a little with boutique hotels. I mean, Adeldoben, the second spot, most people have said to us in Switzerland, was just like phenomenal hotel, and it was just champion, wasn't it? So,
And, when you're in Switzerland, the air's so nice and the view's phenomenal. It's just amazing. Like a great way to kind of end a day. And
well, I can say I'm glad you won that now, because you become a proper Wacky Racer. I know that. And obviously you've embraced the whole thing and get a business out of it. I think it's phenomenal. I'm really happy that's happened. So let's go on from that. Brilliant.
Yeah.
Anything to add?
No, I think, thank you for putting it on, and the whole team that are around. I think there's a lot of effort that people don't understand that goes into these things.
Yeah.
So kudos to all of that. And
Anya, Harry, brilliant. In helping this all happen. There's other people around, but they're the two that make it happen. Really.
Yeah.
So that's good.
Here's for many more.
Fantastic. Brilliant.
Great. Thank you.